Brooks and Davis Real Estate Firm, LLC, offers more value than any other good full-service real estate brokerage firm when it comes to the sale of your home. We offer at least 27 things that contribute to your home selling in the least amount of time at the highest price. To receive our free home selling pamphlet, email us at info@brooksanddavis.com or call 713-665-8329. We also assist people who want to purchase homes or who are interested in getting their real estate license. Visit us at www.brooksanddavis.com.
Happy Thursday. Welcome to the Prime Real Estate Network podcast. I'm your host, Ric Davis. If you don't follow me on social media, I urge you to do so at Prime Real Estate Ric. You can go to Facebook, Instagram, and follow me at Prime Real Estate Ric, and I would be very proud to have you as a follower so that you can stay up to date with the latest and greatest with everything with the Prime Real Estate Network podcast. It's a great day to be here. I thank you all for tuning in. As always, my co-host is a real estate broker here in the great state of Texas. He's also an author, a serial entrepreneur, and known domestically and abroad as the Texas Real Estate King. I want to introduce to the Prime Real Estate Network audience my co-host and good friend, Mr. Larry W. Brooks. What's going on, bro?
Nope, I can't complain at all, man. Things are good.
Hey, man, I'm throwing it. I'm
domestically, I like
domestically and abroad, bro.
I like it. That'll work.
Hey, man, when you go down to Puerto Rico, the Dominican, the Caribbean, Canada, Mexico, you still the Texas Real Estate King, bro.
No doubt, man. I am that guy. I'm holding it down, man.
Hey, man, it's
Things
good
good
to see
though.
you.
No complaints at all, man.
What's been going on with you this week, brother?
You know what? I'm typically, seasonally, I'm not a cold weather fan. But, you know, since these Pure Hustle hoodies been doing what they do, man, like, now I'm okay with the cold weather.
You know what
I'm saying?
I'm swagged out.
Yeah.
Hey, man, you know, the apparel and the design.
Okay.
And the different colors that you guys can provide.
Oh, yes, sir.
I've noticed. I've seen some things online that's caught my eye.
That's the idea.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to put you on the spot while we record, and I'll talk to you off wax about that. But there's a couple of pieces.
Yeah.
Couple of things I want to get my fingertips on, and we got to make that happen, man, especially before it warm up.
No doubt, man. Hey, we you know, we just got it out there, man. We do more custom stuff too, so people can always go to shoppurehustle.com and take a look at that. But man, it's been an okay week, man. Homage to Kobe. I know we lost him over on Sunday, and his family and the other people that were on the flight as well. So,
what were you doing when you actually got the news?
Work. I was at the office.
Right.
I was at the office working when I saw it.
You know, it's funny. I was working on some comparative market analysis.
Mm-hmm.
I got a phone call from my brother, and you know, sometimes your cell phone is a little too far away for you to get up and rush over there. So you'll be like, I'm too lazy to run over there real fast.
Yeah.
So I missed his call, but then he doubled up and called me right back. And my brother don't ever do nothing like that. And very few things are that serious that he gonna call back twice. And that's what he told me. And even then, when I went online and checked out some of the social media posts, went to CNN.com, when you saw the headline and the graphic, it still looked almost, it looked fake, for lack of a better term. It almost looked like a spoof.
Yeah.
Or something that somebody was doing as a cruel joke. But as more news reports came and you started to realize that was a great tragedy, not only here in America but all over the world. So I would like to give I want to publicly give my condolences to the family of all the victims, everyone who crashed in the helicopter with Kobe Bryant and his daughter. I know that could be tough. His wife put out a statement yesterday that I'm sure was like heart-wrenching for her to have to even put together. Yeah. So I want to make sure that everyone here at the Prime Real Estate Network gives our thoughts and prayers out to everyone who lost someone in that tragic helicopter crash. But on a brighter note, I want to make sure everyone knows who's tuned in this week, man. We have a very, very exciting episode planned.
Yep.
Together, sitting in with Larry and myself, we have the leadership team, the brains, the brawn, the creativity behind Flight Club VIP. So without any further ado, I'd like to introduce not only the founder and CEO, But also, I would like to introduce the Chief Marketing Officer and Creative Brand Specialist. And together, they form Flight Club VIP. So I would like to introduce to the Prime Real Estate Network audience, Miss Annie Wade and Mr. Byron Lundy.
Hello. Thanks for having us here.
Absolutely.
It's an honor.
Thank you so much for sitting in. I know how busy it is. One of the cool things about having our podcast on Thursday is that it gives me the best opportunity to have Mr. Brooks actually sit in with us on a weekly basis. But one of the things that can be tough
well,
is
you know, it's funny that you mention that.
Thursday is the day.
These are the two that sometimes keeps me away from the show.
Oh, wow. Word.
You know what I'm saying? These are my travel buddies that keep me away from the show, so it ain't just me.
And look, you know, it's funny because when me and Larry first were planning out the pod, day of the week, what day, that was one of the biggest things.
Yeah.
So I understand how busy Thursdays can be. It's either a leaving day for travel or a getting back day, depending upon if you're coming or going. So I want to thank both of you all for carving some time out of your busy schedule to sit in with us. But I want to ask you all, and this question is for Byron, you and Annie. One of the things that I'm most curious about as an entrepreneur and business person is what motivates corporate collaborations. So for you and Annie, and both of you guys, feel free to answer from your perspective. What is it that brought you guys together professionally, and what inspired and motivated the collaboration?
I mean, I think we both came together under the spirit of networking, you know, which is what all of us as entrepreneurs should always be doing. We met at a networking event, became fast friends, and Annie's really good about inviting her friends to do positive things. She had a vision board party.
Goes over gumbo.
Yeah, goes over gumbo. I got to meet a lot of people in her network, and she kind of just brought me into her family. And through that, I had the opportunity to travel several times with her, and just me being myself, me being a leader, I stepped up to the plate. Anything Annie needed help with, I just jumped in. You know, I've been an entrepreneur for a while, so I just know how to do what I need to do to get things done. So we saw that spirit in one another. And I helped her plan a trip, and then I helped her plan another trip. Next thing you know, people are asking Annie to help plan trips.
Oh, wow.
And I'm like, Annie, this looks like an opportunity here, right?
Right.
You know, and so we join forces. I say, look, I can help you. I already run, 2 companies. But what I can do is do exactly what I do every day under the auspices of Flight Club VIP. Yeah. So I've learned that over the years to not overexpand and put too many things on my plate, right? So I'll do marketing, I'll do technology, and you do what you do best by providing great customer service, travel planning, trip logistics, et cetera, et cetera.
I want to ask you this, Annie, from a collaborative standpoint, have you always been more positively geared towards being a great teammate, teamwork? Has that been something that you've always saw as a strength? Or were you like an independent leader, I can do everything myself, and have had to learn over time how to delegate and bring in like-minded people and allow your powers to combine with someone else to have a brighter light?
Yeah, it's more the latter for me. I've always been really big on teamwork and collaboration always because I'm not the smartest person in the room. And there's going to be areas that I'm weak in, and there's going to be someone out there, whether it's a friend or another counterpart that I feel can add some value and really contribute to that overall goal. So whether it was something with school or even my entrepreneurial and other philanthropic initiatives, I've always been big on trying to figure out who's the perfect cohesive team to bring together. What's the areas that I know I'm not as strong in that I can pull those individuals to really take it to the next level. And that's even what led for me meeting Byron. My first business was Glamology, and I knew there was some areas that I was weak in, and being wet behind the ears as a new entrepreneur. And I know I'm a person that I don't know everything, and I think that's really important to go in knowing that you're not going to have the answers to everything, and it's okay to not know it all starting off, and it's okay to make mistakes, and it's really big at those points in time that you bring in people that can really help you out, like the Byrons of the world that are experienced entrepreneurs and brain strategists that can really kind of bounce ideas off of and take things to the next level.
Now, the really impressive thing about what you and Byron have combined to build is that you guys have a really cohesive and successful company that's already working. You have clients, members. like Mr. Brooks
Absolutely.
that you guys take away.
He's trying to take my role as Mr. Flight Club VIP.
So let's talk a little bit
give
about
me one of them dope jackets. It's going down.
So let's talk a little bit about Flight Club VIP. I had an opportunity to go by your guys' website, and I was really impressed with the services you provide and the things that you allow members to take advantage and use and access through you all. So, Annie, for you or Byron, what is it about Flight Club VIP that differentiates it from other travel services or travel groups that people that are listening or seeing us may have encountered before?
Yeah. So the thing with Flight Club VIP is we're not your typical travel club where we only focus on bringing groups of people together for trips that we plan, but we actually handle both sides of the business. So it's not like, man, I've gone on this amazing trip with Flight Club VIP. We've gone camping, we've gone skiing, we've gone to the beach. Now I have my personal trip, and I can't get that same experience when I'm trying to book it myself or through a travel professional. Well, we're that one-stop shop now where you have an opportunity to also utilize us on the other side of the business as well, where we can additionally assist with planning your own personalized experiences.
Oh, wow.
And then to add on to that, we're not a travel agency, but we're a travel concierge firm. And the reason we go by that is we go a step above. All of our clients are VIP to us, and we give them that type of experience overall. We're event planners and we're travel planners all into one. So you get a different type of experience that makes for a memorable trip.
You know, the cool thing about Flight Club VIP is how you guys have been so consistent as far as branding, your logo. As our viewers can see, you have the matching jackets that I think are super sweet.
Yeah,
like,
sure.
and Mr. Brooks, right? Mr. Brooks already got his on order. So I want to ask you this, Byron, from with your experience in creative branding and being an entrepreneur and starting several other companies, how important was it for you from the planning perspective with Flight Club VIP is to be consistent with the logos, with the branding, and what motivated you guys to pick the colors of black and gold? Because the jackets really are really cool and sweet.
Well, contrary to popular belief.
You know I got to throw my man an alley-oop, Brooks. You know I got to throw him a lob. Go ahead.
Contrary to popular belief.
Represent my dude.
I am a member of Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated,
Right.
but these colors are actually reminiscent of New Orleans Saints colors, and
That
he's
is
from
true.
New
That-
Orleans. I mean, from Lafayette, Louisiana, and so these colors are a homage to one of her favorite teams, right?
Oh, okay. So it was a win-win for both of you all.
It just so happened.
Flow.
Yeah, it was an alley-oop, as you can say. It was an alley-oop. But, you know, it's been very important for us to maintain a consistent look and feel and how we present ourselves to the public, how we present ourselves online, what our website looks like, what our marketing materials look like, what our communication materials look like. You know, when you book a trip with us, you get the next level. You know, all of your documents are branded, Flight Club VIP. If you ever have the pleasure of using our services, then you'd see that everything we email you, everything we send you is branded. You know, and that's one of the, I guess, perks and one of the, I guess, advantages as a business we have. We were able to get off the ground quickly, leverage my skills and leverage my resources to now have a fully functioning, you know, website, e-commerce website, right out of the gate.
Right.
All of our corporate materials being streamlined and consistent with our branding right out of the gate. You know, and those are some things most businesses don't have.
Right.
Till maybe a couple years down the line. They're just kind of making it work.
You know, the thing about you guys' services that I think is truly unique, and Annie spoke to this just a moment ago, is that not only can you plan out group trips, but you can also plan out individual trips. So I want to ask Mr. Brooks this question.
Yep.
What are some of the cool benefits of traveling and taking advantage of a Flight Club VIP group trip somewhere?
You know, not only just the group trips of just using the service, period, but it's just the time freedom that it allows. You know, when you're busy in your real life, it's very difficult to take away to try to go out and do every single number on excursions or flights themselves, where you're going to stay at, to research and make sure you're staying in a comfortable environment. One of the most exciting things, like we did the trip with Flight VIP when it came to the Urban Camp Weekend. It was amazing. You know, we had an opportunity to choose from either doing a tent, doing an RV. We had a private chef that cooked for us, our breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So those things right there is amazing because I'm not a cook. Like, don't take this the wrong way. I don't cook. I ain't cooked in like 10
I know
years.
our audience is shocked to hear that,
I'm just saying, that ain't me. And so for me, I don't have to worry about getting in front of nobody's pit. I've never barbecued. I know it's going to be a shock to everybody, but I've never touched the pit before in my life. That's it. So it's just, so for me, it works out ideally. You know, I work hard when it comes to real estate, you know, being a creative behind a creative mind behind the Pure Hustle brand. But when it comes to the way that I like to travel, it's so much easier when I got people that are experts at it that's doing it for me. They're helping me with it.
Now, you know, this is going to be reasonably unfair because I didn't warn you both that I was going to ask this particular question, but I must ask Annie first. What specific trip would you advise our viewers and listeners to sign up for and take with you all if you could only advise them to take one trip with Flight Club VIP? What is your favorite excursion, event? What is your number one for Miss Annie?
My number one would be our St. Martin trip. We have Escape with Flight Club VIP that's coming up July 2nd through the 6th, so you don't have to take as many days off of work. It's during 4th of July weekend. I know some go to Essence, but try something different, you guys. St. Martin is beautiful, an amazing island. I know a lot of you that kind of follow on social media, you see the planes flying above people's heads on the beach. You're going to get to experience that. Right. We're going to be going on a rum tasting tour.
Oh, yes, sir.
Oh, yeah. We have pool kickbacks going on. We have so much. He's like, what? And then for those that, you know, kind of like to be a little bit more adventurous, there's also a beach there where you have an opportunity to go nude or just kind of free yourself, be one with the people. Yeah.
European sunbathing. Absolutely.
Why not?
That's all right. I got to ask you the same question, Byron.
You know, when I first came to Flight Club VIP, one thing I was privy to was being exposed to the world of winter sports. So yearly, we usually take 1 or 2 trips, you know, out to the slopes. Yeah. And so we're looking at it right now. It hasn't been confirmed, but we're looking at possibly going to Black Ski Summit this year. Yeah. It's always a great experience. A slew of like-minded black professionals, more than you would ever believe, would be on the slopes. Right. And they're actually good at it.
Oh, wow.
Actually good. Absolutely. You know, even the owner of this podcast studio travels with us, and he shows us how to snowboard properly. So,
dude, you getting big props out here on them live, baby.
Now, look, I don't know. I seen Byron one time going tumbling past me.
Right, exactly. So I need some more time with Gary.
That's my go-to.
Oh, my God. We having a ball in the hat. I'm glad you guys are here. We're going to take a short break to hear from our sponsors, but when we come back, I want to ask both of you guys about your entrepreneurial background and who has served as an inspiration or a motivator for you on this path of being business owners and entrepreneurs. So everyone, stay with us here at the Prime Real Estate Network. We're going to be right back after this short break to hear from our sponsors.
Thursday, February 20th at 7 p.m., Brooks and Davis Real Estate Firm will be revealing to the world its new coaching and training center located at 2600 South Loop West, Suite 310, Houston, Texas 77054. Their new facility will provide an empowering environment filled with numerous tools and resources for realtors, as well as create an atmosphere for them to become extraordinary versions of themselves. We will be serving refreshments, and it will be a great opportunity to meet and ask questions to our company leadership. So come on by Thursday, February 20th at 7 p.m. to 2600 South Loop West, Suite 310, Houston, Texas 77054 to see what our new coaching and training center has to offer you.
This is Rick Davis, realtor and host of the Prime Real Estate Network. Are you currently leasing or looking to relocate to the Houston area and you find yourself falling in love with the home but aren't quite in a position to purchase? Well, no worries. We offer the Right to Purchase program. We can place you in the home of your dreams at current market rental rates and give you up to 3 years to buy. Did you know that a majority of the homes that are for sale offer better quality than those that are for rent? So why wait? Don't cheat yourself, treat yourself. Let me and my team help you purchase a home that you and your family can fall in love with. Give me a call today at 832-928-3963. And remember to follow the Prime Real Estate Network podcast on YouTube, Facebook, iTunes, Spotify, and Google Play. I look forward to hearing from you soon. Be blessed.
Welcome back to the Prime Real Estate Network podcast. I'm your host, Rick Davis. If you don't follow me on social media, I urge you to do so at Prime Real Estate Rick. You can follow me on Facebook and Instagram at Prime Real Estate Rick. If you're looking to buy, sell, or invest in commercial or residential real estate, I urge you to stop by our website at brooksanddavis.com. And if you're looking for the finest in men's and women's hats, fedoras, and sunglasses, please visit our sponsor at shopelitestyle.com. As always, my co-host is the Texas Real Estate King, Mr. Larry W. Brooks.
Yes, sir. I'm enjoying this show, man.
Oh, this show here has been a laugh ride, boy. Hey, man, look, if I'm having any more fun, boy, it might be illegal, but
yeah, I'm bringing in my secret travel tools, man. So
no, but see,
people might be now. I'm gonna be looking at people on the plane next to me from time to time, be like. Yeah, so I'm giving away secrets.
Hey man, I appreciate you for opening up your personal. Look, I appreciate you opening up your personal Rolodex of connects for all of our listeners and viewers, Larry. But I want to introduce to our audience Miss Annie Wade and Mr. Byron Lundy of Flight Club VIP. I want to thank both of you all for sitting in with us.
Definitely.
We've been having a ball, but I want to make sure I ask both of you all a little bit about your life before Flight Club VIP. I know a lot of times when you network, you meet other like-minded business people and entrepreneurs, they see the finished product. They see you right now. Sure. And I want to start with you, Byron. Can you talk a little bit about your life before Flight Club VIP?
Sure.
And what led you to actually embark upon your travels and your path of entrepreneurship?
Wow. Well, we probably don't have enough time to tell my entire story, but I'll try to keep it short. My first business as a solopreneur, I would say, would be when I was like 23, 24 years old. I started a infidelity testing company. We did mobile paternity testing and semen identification testing for men who suspected their partners of cheating.
Oh, wow.
That's where it all started, right?
Right.
So from there, even though I worked in corporate America, I always had businesses on the side, and they varied from everything from event promotions, event planning, party promotions.
That Tribeca.
Tribeca Lounge.
That was a classic back in the days, man.
That's how I met Larry in that game, right?
Yep.
I owned a wine bar and a winery called Undiscovered Time in Humble. I've had a few other ventures out there. Just want to keep it quick. But anyway, through those ventures, it led me into being very interested in the marketing and eventually graphic design work, which I started teaching myself in 2006. Right. So by the time I got laid off in 2009 from corporate America, I already had a skill set which allowed me to support myself. And it was a little scary at first, but I jumped off the cliff and never looked back. I've been a full-time entrepreneur since January 2009.
Who can you credit as an example? If you go back to your earliest recollections and memories as a youngster, was there a member of your immediate family, distant family, influencer?
Absolutely.
Who kind of set you on this path?
Absolutely. So I'd say my uncle, who just recently passed, he was a physician in El Paso, military colonel, and he had his own medical clinic, right?
Oh, wow.
He was an oncologist, hematologist, and he served many patients in the El Paso area and was very good at what he did. First black president of the American Cancer Society chapter here in Texas. And so seeing him being an entrepreneur really inspired me first to go into medicine. But what I really found out is that I enjoyed his passion for leading people and making his own money, being self-sufficient, and creating opportunities.
You know, it's crazy, man. This is episode 76, I believe, for Larry and myself. And we ask that question to every entrepreneur and business person that sits in the chair that you're sitting in. And you would be amazed at how often that initial spark is a close member of your family. And that's why I want to commend you and Miss Annie Wade for what you're doing, because you have no idea what young people are influenced by your example.
Sure.
So I want to ask you the same question, Annie. Who can you credit from your earliest recollection? Who served as an entrepreneur and mentor for you as a businesswoman?
For me, it started when I was in college. I interned for a gentleman by the name.
Where you go to college?
I went to the Southern University.
You better represent. Look, we will
A&M.
not talk college without representing. Now, go ahead. I hate to interrupt.
No worries. But for me, it was a gentleman by the name of Jarvis Brown. He owned the company by the name of CMIT Corp, Concept Marketing and Information and Technology Group. And for him, I interned in different capacities. He started me off working for CTG Media, where I wrote copy behind the scenes, did training for him, things of that nature. And he he became an entrepreneur straight out of college. He actually didn't graduate. He left college early and went on to be a full-time entrepreneur. At the age of 21, he was a millionaire. And from working for him, I worked for him for free for quite some time. And that's one of those humbling experiences where, you know, I worked even when I was out in the workforce, and I'm working full-time in Lafayette and moved to Houston and still doing things for free just to soak up as much knowledge as possible, because he owns so many different businesses, and I just kind of learned from his mistakes and just always wanted to pick his brain.
Absolutely.
So that was my start. Not a family member, but still someone that was really close to me and served as a mentor early on.
I know it's hard to catch you and Byron in Houston as much as your travel schedule can be exhausting.
You know what it was just to get them on the show?
And this is why I'm gonna ask him and Annie on wax while we record.
Right.
For any members of our audience that might hear this interview or see us on YouTube or Facebook, when will be the next opportunity for them to come out and engage with you all personally, talk to you a little bit about the company, and sign up to become a member?
Yeah, so as I was mentioning earlier, we have our upcoming trip July 2nd through the 6th. We will be planning a meet and greet event prior to that. It'll be in the month of May, so stay tuned for more details on that as that comes up. So to be continued.
And Byron, for the audience, can you just go over all your IG handles, websites where they can keep up with you and the company?
Absolutely. Again, my name is Byron Lundy. You can Google me, find me everywhere. My business hashtags are as follows: at Flight Club VIP and at iBrand Media. I have a couple businesses in digital marketing space at Launch in HTX. Definitely follow me there, and you can visit the website launchinhouston.com.
Yeah, and for myself, you can follow me at Creole Beauty. That's CREOLE Beauty, BEAUTE in French. And then, of course, like you said, you can follow our other social media accounts, Flight Club VIP, and then we have Flight Club VIP Travelers that you can also follow as well.
And you're a hashtag #1 Saints fan?
Come on, who that nation? All day, every day.
Hashtag. I want to thank both of you all for sitting in with us this Thursday. We had a great time, and I thank you so much. Mr. Brooks.
Yes, sir.
What's going on, brother? Anything as far as upcoming events where you'll be appearing, speaking, serving as a panelist?
You know, I do, and I don't have the information in front of me right now. I've been invited to speak to the Young Millionaires on the Young Millionaires panel that'll be taking place here in February. So I'll get that details over for the next time. And yeah. You did the flyer on that?
I branded the entire everything. Logo, website,
No,
flyers.
I'm not
Facebook
surprised.
ads.
That's what's up, man.
Man, be everything on everything. I'm not surprised.
No, man, because hey, look, this is why it's really an honor to have this podcast and have great guests and host alongside with you, Larry, because I want our audience to understand that we're just not bringing in people that we found online. These are all people that you have a personal and professional relationship with.
Yep.
And I want everyone who has the opportunity to check out this episode to understand that we want you to take advantage of the access to these people. One of the things that I love about doing this with you, Larry, is because you actually do allow members of our audience to know the people that you book travel through.
Yep.
And if they would like to, might run into it and have a trip and go to an event that you're at.
No doubt about it.
That's one of the great things, and I want to commend you that publicly for doing that, because like you said before, man, this is something where we want to allow the public to know who they can go to that are reputable, who are dependable, and who can provide a quality service.
I agree.
So what's going on with Brooks and Davis, brother?
Nothing. I already heard the commercial. I look for a little more. I don't remember. Asking me all these, I don't know, all these random questions.
But
we're in the process of completing our transformation of our corporate office. Is now going to be our a new training center. So we have a big event that's taking place, and so we'll get the website together that you can go and register at. But we want people to come out, see it, and tell us what you think.
And do keep in mind at Brooks and Davis, we still do host our home buyer seminars. So if you are a first-time buyer and you're looking to make 2020 the year that you buy your first home, reach out to myself, reach out to Larry. We can get you taken care of, and we do host home buyer seminars twice a week over at the Brooks and Davis Learning and Training Center.
That's right.
Absolutely. So on behalf of myself and the Texas Real Estate King, Mr. Larry W. Brooks, I want to thank Miss Annie Wade and Mr. Byron Lundy for sitting in. If you need anything, we're only a phone call, a text, or a DM away. And I want to thank you all for tuning into the Prime Real Estate Network podcast, and we'll see you all next Thursday. Be blessed.
Brooks and Davis Real Estate Firm, LLC is marketing a property for sale right now that you can buy. These properties range from land lots for under $20,000 to move-in ready homes $500,000 and more, along with everything in between. To see this week's list of properties for sale you can buy now, go to bit.ly/BDREF weekly list. That's bit.ly/BDREF weekly list. If you plan on selling some real estate and you need it on the weekly list, call 713-665-8329 to speak with someone about it.